Hello student, today's topic is the earliest states, and among the earliest states the 16 Mahajanpadas were very famous in Indian subcontinent after the Vedic age. The historians regard the 6th century as a significant turning point in early Indian history. This era witnessed the rise of early states, cities, the growing use of iron, the development of coinage. This period also saw the rise of many religious sects, but only Jainism and Buddhism have survived until today. The text of these religious, besides mentioning other things, refers to 16 states known as Mahajanpadas. Although the names given in the text vary, some names such as Avanti, Vasta, Kosala, Magadha, Kuru, and Panchala occur frequently. It seems that these Mahajanpadas were more powerful than the others. All these states were situated in the valley of the Ganga and the Yamuna. Most of the Janpadas were ruled by the kings, some known as Ganas or Sanghas, but these were oligarchic in nature because the power was shared by a number of men of influence, often collectively called the Rajas. Both Mahavira and Buddha belong to such Ganas. In some states, for instance, in case of Vajji Sangha, the Rajas probably controlled the resources such as land collectively. It seems that some of these states lasted for nearly 1,000 years. The accounts of the kingdoms are broken and confusing, but still we can draw certain conclusions about the political conditions of India in the 6th century BC. There were no political unity in the country. These 16 states were engaged in internecine struggle. Very little is known about the political fortunes of the Mahajanpadas, but some information is available about the methods of their administration. Each Mahajanpada had a capital city, which was often fortified. The state required resources for maintaining the fortified cities for the armies and the bureaucrats. From about 6th century BC onwards, the Brahmins had begun to compose Sanskrit texts known as Dharmasastras. These contained rules and norms for the rulers and other social classes. The Dharma Shastras advised the rulers to collect tax and tribute from the cultivators, traders, and artisans. Raids on neighboring states were recognized as a legitimate means of acquiring wealth. Gradually, some important states raised standing armies and maintained regular bureaucracy. The others continued to depend on sepoys recruited mostly from the peasantry. This information about the Mahajanpadas means about these states which were called Avanti, Magadha, Kosala, and Kuru. These were also mentioned in the some religious or the some literary books like Mahabharata and the literature of Buddhism and Jainism. These names were began to start and called upon during the 6th century BC. So it is confirmed that these were in existence in the past, and slowly the states were submerged into the bigger one, or it may be that these were captured or annexed by the any powerful empire, just like during the 3rd and 2nd century BC. Magadha was a very powerful dynasty and kingdom in the North Indian region. So the other smaller states were just submerged, or maybe captured or controlled or overtaken by Magadha dynasty or Magadha king. So about these states, their political arena and their economic status and economic structure, we will discuss in the next video. Until you just carry on your study. Thank you.